Let's have a look at the OdinLake Smart Desk S450. Okay, let's get the legs out. That's one. And this is two. Got the brackets. Instructions and screws. And some cables for the power and the motor. Inside the box we have the screws with the brackets. We have the legs. We also have a power adapter, an extension cable and a keypad. The 2 feet and the crossbar with the crossbar rails inside. So let's assemble your new desk. We're going to grab a leg first. Go careful, they are a little heavy. We're also going to take one of the crossbars off from the crossbar rails. Make sure you have this side on top, otherwise you may have it in the wrong position. Pop the leg in like so and line it up. It's best to start from this side, but remember, don't tighten the screws too tight because you need to adjust it a little bit to get the bracket in, so we'll tighten up the screws properly later. And just tighten it a little bit, not too much, remember. Next, we're going to install the bracket. The bracket goes on the end here. When screwing in these screws, make sure you tighten them up properly, as you need to make sure it's very firm and sturdy for the bracket. Now remember to tighten these 4 screws that we didn't tighten up properly earlier, because now your bracket's on, we can secure it in the right place. Now we've assembled our 2 legs, we're going to install the feet. So gently turn your leg upside down, be careful where you put in the cable, and grab a foot. Pop it on the top like so. And using your Allen wrench and some more screws, well, 4 of them, we're now going to screw in the leg. Make sure you screw it in nice and tight. Okay. Right, let's just tighten up the last screw. Make sure it's nice and tight, like so. Right, now we're going to install the crossbar rails. These open parts here, make sure they are facing inwards when you slide them back in. So slide them back in like so. Then let's slide our other leg onto the crossbar as well. So let's just slide it back in. Right, next we're going to attach the frame to the desk. You might want to get a friend to help you out with the heavy lifting. Once we set the frame down, we might need to get the screw holes in the right place. Remember, the crossbars are fully adjustable. As you can see on this side, we're not lined up yet. So with a little gentle push, we can get it into position and start screwing in our screws. Okay, let's get these screws in. Next, we're going to use a crosshead screwdriver to screw in the 2 middle screws. You may have to give it a bit of a push, as there's not always going to be a hole. Okay. Next, we're going to put in the 8 final screws securing the crossrail. Next, we're going to install our keypad. You can pop this on the left or the right hand side of the desk, depending on your personal preference. Remember, whilst it's on the floor, if you're putting it on your left hand side, when you stand it up, it will be on the right. We've got 4 remaining screws, so we're going to use these along with our crosshead screwdriver and install the keypad to the desk. Now it's time for our final step. Let's connect up the motors. That's done easily by just clicking the 2 cables in like so. This one needs the extension cable, so I'll pop that in this end and pop this in that end. Then last but not least, it's now time to install the mains power supply. That's it, we're all done. It also comes with a pack of cable tidies, so you can organise your cables in whichever way it may suit you. You just open them up, like so, pop the cable in, and stick it to the side of the desk. Okay, now that we've finished, we just need to turn the desk over. I'm going to get a friend to help me out. There we go, your new desk.